and you got the.
Okay, we live.
View.
Okay.
Turkey tip mukbang. Don't put that right there. See, that's why I'm gonna put my phone on the propped up on the There we go. Can you see us? You can't see
Oh, wait, Mimi. Look, it's in the way of mine.
And it's in the way of me.
Oh.
I need to be seen.
Well, we can't see us. We should put it back there. Here, I'm going to put mine back here.
But then you can't see us.
You can.
I can see it, me right here.
Mimi, move your camera this way. Because yours the wrong angle, Mimi. You can't see auntie or nothing.
I know. That's why I want to put it over here.
Please give us a moment. We are arranging.
The camera.
Right, watch your leg.
Where y'all at? I can see your head. I think. Not no more.
Oh, I had everybody for a second. I think I got
What's
everybody.
up, family? We just arranging the cameras real quick. You feel me? Oh, I see you.
Oh, look, there go everybody. Look.
Hi,
Hey. Hey, guys. I'm with my fam. We're live.
You on YouTube?
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Let's see it. See that? You gonna come around. Where you coming?
So, right there.
You live on Facebook? Yeah.
See, you should have put it on the table.
It is on the
table.
table. They can't see us.
To see our food.
Okay, what about this? Look, Mimi. Bam.
Bam!
Bam, we in there.
Hey,
Family.
y'all.
It's like Flynn.
Family.
I know that
ding.
you want to see the. Hey, go follow me, the real amazing Grace.
Because you know she keeps it real, honey.
Listen.
Why don't you just take the food over
I
here?
can't see, man.
You don't want to just take it up here?
Hi, y'all. I only see me and Poo Poo.
Okay, it say I'm live on Facebook too.
This?
So, yeah. I don't know why it looks so dark though.
Yeah, I just got it too.
That I was
There you
live?
go.
Yeah, I can see it.
over some. I'm on plug. I'll rotate
Chiquita banana is a funny treat. Okay.
And Poo Poo, it's yeah, enjoy it.
Oh, okay, I'm over there. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Hey,
I can't see none of the comments.
I can if I got it pulled up. Because I got it pulled
Oh,
up.
okay.
So the fam been
My,
you
auntie, that's mine, ain't it? Which one mine?
This mine.
Okay, this one mine, yeah.
don't drip no
Oh,
barbecue.
slide. Wait a slide, I gotta
Don't
catch it.
drip barbecue sauce on my food. I mean on my
Take it up
hair.
there and show the people?
I
Yeah.
can show mine's right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all in the know.
Yeah, we close enough on Instagram,
On
on
YouTube.
YouTube to where we can show it.
Hey guys.
Hey y'all.
Hey guys.
Disclaimer before somebody say something. Oh, there you go. Before somebody say something about me being in Chicago, I am only here for a day to get my hair done. I am leaving first thing in the morning. So
Shout your
back
beautician out.
the real amazing Grace, because you know she keeps it real honey.
You know how we do.
Getting these four locks together for the kid.
You know how we do.
Hold on. Gotta keep that money in the family.
Right.
Always.
You know how we keep it real honey. Okay, y'all, I gotta move my glass.
Okay.
Hey.
Let me scoot back a little bit so I can be in your
Somebody talking. Who that? Where are
the turkey tips. I know, right? We getting them. Okay,
I
y'all.
like glasses.
Okay,
So-
we coming.
So me and my family, y'all, we are doing a mukbang, a turkey tip mukbang. Now, if you from certain parts of the world, y'all probably don't have turkey tips.
It ain't my fault.
Don't even ask me where a turkey tip come from.
From
A
the
turkey.
tip of a turkey.
From the tip of a turkey.
From the
Oh,
tip,
right here.
from the
Okay.
tip of a turkey. Y'all, I gotta get my jeans ready.
Y'all see I put on my spandex dress. I ain't even know.
And man, I got on shorts.
Okay, Auntie got on
And a crop
spandex.
top.
Auntie got on spandex.
Okay,
plan
so
on
we gonna
eating.
get started before our auntie leave us behind.
Okay, no child left behind.
Right. 3 times left behind. So I'm gonna come up to the screen and show y'all what's in this one. And we pretty much all got the same thing.
Yeah, the only difference is I got a salad
Cause she allergic to
I have
everything.
The
allergies.
world, she looks to the world.
So I have a salad right here.
And this is okay.
What kind of salad is this?
Those
garden
my
salad.
turkey tips. So I'm gonna come to the camera
You
and
can
show
show
y'all
them
these
my
turkey
salad
tips.
too.
It's a garden salad.
Girl, she wants y'all to see this salad.
But we all do got turkey
We
tips.
all do got turkey. So
What
these the
y'all
turkey
see that
tips,
one,
y'all.
Y'all see all of them. Oh, and some wine.
Yeah, we
What
got
kind
wine.
of wine?
Ooh,
And I
looking
got
delicious.
I got iced tea, and I was like,
We
what
got
is this
turkey
passion
tips.
fruit?
Who on here?
My auntie put all the passion.
Hey everybody.
It's peach moscato. That's
So
what
we got
got.
peach moscato and we got turkey tips. So it's about to go down, y'all.
Who, you live?
No, I'm watching.
She watching
CJ.
to see the comments.
To see the comments. Okay. She the
And I
moderator.
shared
She,
it. I
right,
shared
she
it.
the moderator.
Okay, so I'm about to bust this open. I got
All
Italian
right.
dressing right here.
Auntie, can you pass me one? That's for her.
Wait, this Italian look a little creamy.
Wait,
Some of your weaves in my food.
We been doing hair.
Why this look a little creamy, don't it?
That's probably creamy as hell. Oh yeah. Maybe you shouldn't eat it. Go get the vinaigrette out the refrigerator.
It's vinaigrette. Y'all don't want to see me have no allergic reaction.
Y'all, I was up all last night with her. She was having an allergic reaction to some egg battered chicken. And I had us up all night long. So, we just gonna dive in, and while we are eating, we gonna talk about different subjects. So, wait for my sister to come back, then we get started.
Caesar got milk in it.
Oh, this one got milk. This only got soy milk.
Oh, well that's good.
Well, praise the Lord.
It's vegan.
It's vegan.
Ooh,
Toot.
I can still have a little flavor.
What's your
What's your flavor?
Tell me what's your
flavor?
Tell me what's your flavor. Okay.
Oh, you look good.
I know. They jerk too.
They
This is
just
turkey
do
tips
it.
that I get from out in the hundreds that I really, really like.
Turkey tips is so good.
Dang.
You're in the fan.
You are, yeah, you right in the fan.
That fan.
Turkey tips is so good. Like,
I ain't a fan of the fan, but I know we'll
They're real
start sweating.
So they just gave me a dress. Oh, there go my fries. I'm finna say that. They just gave me a dress.
Ooh, turkey tea.
Don't worry, baby. I'll say you some.
Hey, Tequila. Hi, Tequila.
that's my sister, y'all.
Okay, y'all, here go the turkey tips. That's a
I
lot.
missed this you.
Now, this what y'all gotta know. I can't eat the I can't eat the fries.
Angie, where you at?
If you can't, Mimi. Well, at least they can see our food on yours.
Oh, reconnect? Who calling me?
Somebody called me.
Titan calling.
Cousin. Oh, okay. You gotta call me back. Cousin, look on live. I'm on live on YouTube. My phone won't ring. Well, it rang.
I was gonna say, you know
I
you
can't
rang
answer.
on camera.
Who talking? Somebody said something. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't see your comments. Let me open up the comment box.
I didn't even know I could have one. Yeah, I don't do
Where
live
are
on
the rib
YouTube
tips
on my
from?
channel.
She said I'm hungry now. It's called 50-50.
It's on 60.
It's a Jamaican restaurant in Chicago on 60th and Ashland.
It's
60th
Jamaican
and Ashland,
restaurant.
y'all.
Like 60, no, like 60 second.
Like 62nd, something like
But
that.
what is it called?
50-50 Jamaican food.
50-50.
50-50 Jamaican food
That's
on
what we
Ashland.
need. I like this sauce. I'm not sure.
Oh, it smells so fat.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what the
I'm
topic
just
is.
pick this up. I can't keep bending over. No. That's just
I can't.
excessive.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some hot topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I am looking like Wendy Williams from this angle.
how you doing?
How you doing? Hot topics.
Like, comment, and subscribe to Coco's Couture Closet on YouTube. Link in the bio.
Y'all know how she coming. Scroll down her page, y'all will find me somewhere. I'm guilty by association. How it tastes so far?
It's good. I really like this lime though. It's really sweet.
What kind of wine is that? You was drinking my tea.
Moscato.
Yeah, I don't drink
That was my tea you were drinking. That was my wine.
She was drinking Moscato. So, we said that we was gonna, since we have our auntie here,
Hey, TT.
She decided she was gonna get on camera with us, y'all. We had to beg and plead.
Yes, honey. But
I don't
she
know how
can.
parents, aunties be. They don't want to get on camera with us.
I love you, mama.
We love you, TT.
But since we got on camera, we decided that we was gonna talk about slang, basically, and slang from kind of like, how do I want to
Our
say it?
generation.
Yeah, generational slang. So my auntie has heard us say some crazy stuff
Some crazy stuff.
that has had her with the straight side eyes. So
She used some of it too, so.
yeah. But she's still trying to figure out what some of it means. So we said
If it's the one she used. So it's one that she used, and she's still trying to figure it out. What is it, Auntie?
What is that thing? That thing.
So it was like, hey, it's hollering that thing outside.
She said she's still trying.
Right. We all heard that. Y'all probably heard that on live too.
God is good. That was a brief intermission.
High mercy.
This program is back on
We live in the hood.
We live in Chicago, so
Oh,
you
that's
know,
sad.
there's no telling what you might hear in the background.
Listen, we will
Sound
return
like-
after these shots.
Stop. No, but it's true. It's so true.
Yes. And what does what it do mean?
What it
Wait,
do?
Okay,
Wait a minute.
said
One
that
more.
thing
Okay,
and what
so
it
I
do.
need you to
Okay.
tell me what that thing is.
Okay.
That thing.
What is what it do?
Okay.
What
And
it do?
why do you all always say you blowing me?
Okay.
So what it do? What is that thing? And then why do we say you blowing me?
So
But
let's
she
start
just
with
wants
that
that
thing. Okay.
So like usually it'd be like, oh, it's hot in that thing outside.
Boy, you uglier than that thing, girl.
You think I'm about to do that? You crazier than that thing.
You stupider than that thing.
So that thing,
it's just
that thing is like the worst thing that it can be.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
It's
all of the things that you could be, you that
That
thing.
thing. Like you hotter than that thing, so you hotter than that hottest thing.
Yeah.
Whatever
The sun,
Exactly.
the mercury, like
Exactly.
all things that are hot, you
You
hotter
hotter
than
than
that.
that.
All of that is the thing.
It's that thing. Anything hotter than what
The
you say.
extreme is the thing. So
Mhm.
all the extremes.
The level of
are things.
extremity is that thing.
So once you reach the extreme, whatever is above that
It's that thing.
That thing.
Okay.
So it's like super hip and it's like that thing. Like it's like
Now we use it negatively, but you can use it positively too. Like,
Like balling in that thing.
Like
girl.
boys be like, ooh, she thicker than that thing. She fatter than that thing. No, the other one we say she fatter than that other
that other
thing.
thing,
Other
both
thing.
of them things.
I didn't know what the other thing is.
That's another thing. That other thing that could be even fatter. So if Holly Berry is the other thing, she fatter than Holly Berry. She fatter than that other thing. Like that. Yeah, that's it. You get that thing?
So what it do?
You got that thing?
What it do?
What it do?
Okay. Now what it do is
Hey Virgie.
Hey Sam.
Hey, Virgie.
So what it do? You can use that differently. Like you could be saying hello. What it do?
What
What it do, fam?
What it do?
What it do, folks?
You can say it in a sexual manner.
What it
Ooh,
do?
what that do?
That's what that
That's
thing
all
do.
talk
That's what
That's
that
how
thing
I talk to
do.
my husband. What it do, boo?
See, and what it do mean what is going on.
Right.
Right, basically.
What's up?
What's
What's
up?
going on? How you doing?
How you
What
doing?
it do? Where you been?
What?
What it do can be
It could be
anything.
where you been.
It depends
Yeah,
on the
what it
situation.
do,
It
right?
do.
So like if I just see somebody I ain't seen in a long time, be like, hey, what it do?
Right.
Like, where you been? What's up?
When you waiting to meet up with somebody, y'all meet
Yeah.
up. Oh, what
Oh,
it
we
do,
do.
If
bro?
I'm getting ready to fight somebody, be like, so what
What
it
it
do?
do?
Yeah.
Or you can say what that thing do.
in the sky if I'm about to fight somebody.
Yeah.
What it do? What do it do?
Woke up on me, you still talking. What it do?
Right.
She said shaking my head, LOL. Hey Brianna, what's cracking? What's cracking?
What's cracking?
I know.
Let's get it cracking,
What you
boy.
say, Auntie? You know what's
It
another
was
one?
another. It was my mom.
What?
Oh,
Blowing me.
You blowing me. Oh,
Yes,
let me
I
tell you
said
where that
that
originated from.
Some people say that to me all the time.
Let me
Make
see,
me
you
wanna
been blowing
like
me.
this.
Blowing me? Mama, look,
Let me tell you
blowing
what
me
we-
like a natural personality that's
somebody.
just elevated.
That's just
You be
born.
blowing it.
Virgin said we
Y'all funny to that thing.
That other thing.
Both of them things.
Both of them
said-
things.
That
That other
other
thing. You know how we coming.
What's
Now,
cracking?
do you all have anything y'all want to ask me about what we
What y'all used to say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because y'all stole everything. Y'all just
Right, exactly. That's what I'm
So
saying.
what stuff that we say that y'all say?
That you know y'all used to say.
Or stuff we do.
Can we bring back Double Dutch? I saw somebody post
Yeah,
that said
bring back Double Dutch.
Double Dutch. Things that I think we shouldn't have brought back. Fanny packs.
Fanny pack.
No.
He said you Bodine. What's
Yeah,
cracking?
okay.
You
Hey,
Bodine.
Ross, you Bodine. Okay.
You know
Okay,
what auntie? You
Bodine.
boning.
Okay.
Bodine.
So Bodine is just short for bogus.
bogus.
It's a cuter way of saying you bogus.
Yeah.
Which basically means
You over bogus.
Yeah.
Right?
you just
It's
like
bogus.
you doing too much.
Incorrect.
It's
Right.
bogus
You
and it's
doing too
Bodine.
much.
Like you got to be a whole kind of
Right.
bogus.
Or you
Bodine.
out of order. You
Right, you just
off the chain.
Yeah, you
You
off
Bodine.
You out of
You
order.
just make me want to shake my head. Shake SMA.
You Bodine.
This stuff a little spicy.
It's dry though.
It's good.
Okay, auntie, what you think? Stuff y'all said that we say now.
Oh, that we stole.
Yeah, mom. Stuff that we do. Clothes, it could be clothes, it could be sand.
Well, I'm
Ooh, my
one of those
thing,
people who know that fashion repeats itself
Yes.
every 20 years. So,
Yes.
you know, the skinny jeans and
Yeah.
the Converses that y'all pay an arm and a leg for. We only pay $12.99 for.
How much? The tea and the shade is.
Yeah.
The tea is they pay
Well,
$12.
no.
So much money.
The moti we pay $60 for some Converse. They pay
Chuck
$12.
Taylor, we coming for you.
Chuck,
Hello, I'm
Chuck.
coming to your doorstep.
Chuck, you on our
Chuck,
list.
leave for none.
don't be
Okay.
mad. It's called supply and demand. Y'all needed it and demanded it, so they
And
said,
they put an
okay.
extra $50
There you
on
go.
it.
Hello? $50 off.
Good.
We
So
want
I
our
mean,
demand
you
tax.
know, most of the when you all go through life and little things that you do, and I'm pretty sure all of your parents have said, "I'm doing." You just trying to perfect what we did
Sure.
when we were in high school, and I know what you are doing because I did it. I mean, so it's like nothing new.
Nothing new under the
Can't
sun.
get things past Gen Xers.
Oh, yeah.
boy,
I
not
remember
the
y'all
Gen
used to
X
say,
at all.
you can't slick a can of oil.
Yeah.
That's y'all stuff.
Game no game.
Yeah.
Real recognize real.
Or how about, I ain't new to this. I grew to this.
There you go.
That's my mama's favorite thing. I ain't new to this. I grew to this. Girl.
You just trying to perfect what I already
Call me
perfected.
old all you want to. Keep living.
Yep, that's another.
Oh.
And in this day and age,
Keep living. We
you
ain't
wanna
making
get
it.
to my
Ain't
age.
moving.
That's true
right.
though. That's
That's
true.
true,
In this
we
day
do.
and age, look, I'm trying to get.
Okay.
What do parents
To the
say
good
that
life.
be really
And I
throwing?
look good.
They be like, I
Yes, she
ain't.
do.
Yeah,
She a
that's
whole
good.
meal and a snack,
Don't she look
baby.
good for her age? Where y'all single, employed,
Gainfully
employed,
employed.
401k,
My auntie
benefit.
benefits, severance package.
Yeah.
Looking for
We
a
making
spouse
sure-
to add to your benefits and your
When
will.
somebody say poo poo, oh that's on YouTube. We making sure that he legit because he don't want to pass it off. We security.
And this is my
We
mama,
some
so
guard
you
dogs.
definitely not getting past
We
it.
some
That's
guard
some
dogs.
guard dogs. We don't play that.
I am the final boss when you
Okay.
get to her.
We the
Okay,
guard
Like,
dogs.
Right,
listen,
right.
I'm the worst one out of the three. So
We the fatality
Yes.
before you get to the win.
Okay.
You break the
fatality.
Okay? You gotta pass a lot of tests.
You know something that has stood the test of time? Levi's. No matter what generation you are in, you like Levi's.
I
Like,
love jeans right
Yeah.
now.
I feel like
exactly.
Levi's.
yeah, has stand the test of time. Like
Yep.
whoever, no matter how old you are, even young kids, even parents put their young kids in Levi's. Like it's just such a good brand
And
and
quality.
a quality
Quality.
brand that
Quality.
you can get for it without breaking the pockets.
It's a little expensive, but they ain't expensive.
It was made for miners because they were going down in the mines, and so Levi created a product that they could wear that wouldn't damage their
Yeah,
skin.
they made the
and
first
protect them.
jeans.
Oh.
Levi made the first
That's
jeans
what-
ever, I think.
Yeah.
Look, lesson learned. Who knew that? Did anybody know that about Levi's before my auntie just said that?
No,
Can you say
I
it
didn't know
again,
that.
auntie, to the
The
cameras?
Levi jeans were made for miners, coal miners who did the gold rush, during the gold rush. Anyone that was a miner, that's what Levi produced denim for? Because it withstood the test of time and they could wear it without washing. Because you know legally well, not legally, but technically you're not supposed to wash your jeans after the first wear.
You're supposed to wear them like 5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times.
Yeah, that's why I
And
like
then
it.
wash them.
Wash them and then wash them. Now the jeans of today, the denim is
You better-
not as
It's so thin.
You better wash
them.
them jeans.
But Levi's, you
Levi's
can still
and
do that.
Lee-
That don't mean don't wash your leggings, because don't nobody want to smell that.
Right.
That
Wash
doesn't
your
mean
leggings, don't
wash
like cotton.
your leggings or your underwear or your body.
Or your
Or your
jacket.
jackets.
It
Or whatever
just
form of
means
egging you got.
that if you don't sweat a lot and if you're not doing any extracurricular, like men out here in the construction zone, you know, they wash their jeans or whatever. But if you wear them like to work,
You can wear them again.
you can wear them again.
Yeah,
If you
I
ain't
do that.
funky.
My mama do that.
Some of y'all be funky though, so don't wear them again. Just
Some
to-
people,
Yeah, if you
some
know
people
you
have to
bogus.
wash every day.
If you know you bogus,
you know you
wear them.
Bodine,
don't
wear
wear
your
them.
jeans.
If you bodine,
don't wear your jeans.
don't do it to them.
If you ain't Bodine, wash your jeans. There you go.
There you go. If you ain't
People
bodine, now
ask
if
me
you
about different slang.
look, if you
Uh-uh.
is bodine,
Okay, if you
watch
ain't
your
from
jeans.
Chicago, let me tell you something. Look, be careful how you use Joe, okay? Look,
Right, Joe.
What up,
Careful,
Joe?
Joe.
right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't from
And
the city.
folk-
We
And
know how.
folk, and
And
G,
folks them and
and
G.
Jane,
We know
and
how.
folk them.
We know you ain't from the city about how you say Joe.
What's up, Joe? Who is that?
If you from the
Come on,
city,
who
you know
is
where
Joe?
Joe came from. Everywhere I go, they call me Joe.
Everybody call each other Joe. It's part of a language you must know.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
Hey.
That's where Joe came from for all y'all babies that be talking about Joe. Y'all
Okay.
ain't ready.
I grew up with them, so that's the only reason why I know that song.
Okay. We true backyard kids.
Backyardigans.
Go back with the original backyardigans up.
Right.
Not backyardigans, blackyardigans.
Blackyardigans.
Blackyardigans. The black kids in my yard again.
Basically.
Right.
Basically.
We have our own yard, thank you.
Our childhood was
What
just
you had
kind
in
of
your yard?
fulfilled, all right? Our
Yeah.
childhood was real fulfilled.
It was.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of stories.
Yes, we do.
Mimi hurt me a lot.
That's because
I
Joy.
still got a scar from
You
something.
always want to ride out.
Yes, she
I
always
wanna
wanted
come
to ride
along.
with
I
me.
always want to ride out.
I still do, boy. I'm part of the game.
Gang
Part of the
Gang,
game.
gang.
This is a life.
Now, when you say, hey, it's important to know that when we say gang, that ain't no gang.
That ain't no
We ain't no gang gang.
Come on now.
I mean, the Calicos might as well be, but we
Y'all
not
ain't
though.
probably
Like-
nobody's gang.
Okay, you gotta be careful these days.
Right.
I'm a lady.
I am a lady.
I'm such a lady.
Anything else? Y'all
What
want to
type of wine y'all like? What's your favorite wine?
I just started. I just got legal, so.
My favorite wine is Cooper's Top Blueberry.
What does it taste like? Blueberries? Is it real strong?
It's not strong, it's sweet. See, I don't like
Excuse me.
dry wines. I like kind of sweet wines, but I don't drink a lot of wine. But yeah, people talk now. I like red wines. I like white wines.
I ain't gonna use it.
But I love tequila.
Tequila.
And that's all I'm saying about that.
Oh, it smells good. This how you drink wine. You smell it first. My favorite wine is Pinot Grigio.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
that's good.
I like it. But I eat that with like fruits.
But I like Pinot Noir better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinot Noir is good, but it's red, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like red wines. They better for
You know
digestion.
what?
I have an issue with my daughter drinking. I just want y'all to know.
My cousin
Don't
just
care that
turned
she
21.
okay?
That was her first time drinking with us.
I'm team auntie. She don't need no wine.
And I say, as long as she with us,
Y'all saw Boo Boo meme of me.
better with us than with out in the streets.
TJ,
That's true. That's true.
TJ, one of those.
Yeah, because, and I say that because when I was of age, I was allowed to sip very little, but I was allowed to sip amongst the adults when I turned 21. My first drink was some dry champagne. It was
Corbel.
rosé.
Rosé.
It was some. Oh, it was
Rosé,
so
but you know
dry.
Rosé is coming back.
Yeah, now
It
the newer
is.
rose, like the Bel Air and all of that, they real good. They not as dry, but the regular rosé is very dry. That was my first drink. Hey, auntie now.
Hi,
Auntie
Mommy.
but that was my
Is
first
she on
thing.
here? Oh, you just giving her a shout out?
Yeah, because she
gave
my
it
first
to you?
Mhm.
Oh.
At mama house.
You know
At mama
Auntie
house.
Nelson.
Mama acted like Auntie Wanda. And Auntie Nelson was like, come on, let her have a little sip. It's her first. She 21. She can have a little sip, so.
I guess everybody got something bad. My first bad thing at 21 was the casino. Uncle Greg took me, and he
Yeah.
gave me $100, and I want to put it in my pocket. And he was like, I thought you here to play, not to put that in your pocket. Yep.
See, I never
took
got
me to
into
the casino.
casino. Well, let me say my favorite.
I liked it too, but I ain't gonna
So
waste my coin.
My favorite wine is Night Jar from Cooper's Hawk. My auntie Rhonda exposed me to that. It is a wine infused with cognac.
Ooh.
And it is very, very
Cognac.
good.
How you
It's
want
good.
it back?
It has like a sweet, but not too sweet taste. Like it's not overbearing. It's really good with dinner. I really, really like it. And now, but I like Chardonnay. My favorite wine is Chardonnay on a regular basis.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't like Chardonnay.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Chardonnay. I really like it. Yeah, that's
It
why I
is
like
strong.
it. That's why I like
You
it.
know that'll have you on your back.
Right. Mm-hmm.
See how I didn't input? I don't drink wine, so.
What? So Lauren says, what is some slang you made up yourself?
Oh.
Oh, nice. I got one. You know my one about being cute. Eloquent.
Yeah.
Eloquent. Honey, you gotta maintain your eloquence.
And then my mama say that all the time. Yeah. She be like, I gotta watch my
Now, okay,
baby.
we didn't make this up, but our family uses a lot, like you
Oh,
pie.
With a lot of P's.
Yeah, we use it a
It's
lot
like
to each other. Like,
P-A-H-H-H-H.
Right.
Now, my friend Monique years ago started calling me Bugetto.
Bugetto,
She
yeah.
use it now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
She called me that years ago. So
Yeah.
Me and my friend
It's
Quanah was gonna
old.
start a dictionary. Like we was gonna put Bugetto in there.
Chick
Mhm.
words.
Yeah, words chick use. My favorite chick word. Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
if you ever see me respond on anything, the first thing come out my mouth. be
Y-A-A-A-A-S.
Yes.
Two snaps in a row, honey. Two snaps.
What about
in a row.
Poppington?
Poppington? Yes.
Yes.
Let's
That was a
get
good
in
one.
Poppington.
Yes.
what?
Okay, so popping. Okay, we gotta explain
popping.
popping. We gotta explain. You know what popping is, right?
Popping is off the
Let's
chain.
go lit. We're gonna pop and turn up. Popping 10. We're gonna explain it. Or you want me to explain it?
Okay.
Okay, so Poppington is like, kind of like, yes, you know, that dress is Poppington. Yes, that hair is Poppington.
We just put a 10 on the end.
That's it.
That's it, just a little flavor.
That's just a
That's
little
the
flavor.
Spice.
So,
Little extra sugar in my
Little
Kool-Aid. That's it.
what's another one?
Hmm.
I don't think we have.
Yeah, we ain't got that many.
We don't have that many.
We used
We
pop.
had a list of things to talk about, and we just kind of.
Yeah, what's the list? Okay, so we got some other stuff.
Let me see.
I gotta keep eating. That's part of the mukbang.
I've been eating the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm almost done with my thing. I'm kind of full, so I'm going like just wait till this digest. Then I'm
Yeah, I finished my salad, so I'm good.
Okay, so the first thing that we have on the list was our thoughts on social media, the good and the bad and the ugly and everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Who wanna go first?
Social media is an invasion of privacy, and some of you all utilize social media
In the bad way.
in a very negative way.
I'm probably
Just
one of those people.
because you have the ability to do it does not mean that you should.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And that goes across the board for most things. But I just think that social media has depersonalized the family.
Dang.
Depersonalized
The
communication.
The whole
True.
family?
Back in the day, we had a telephone. I mean, and not this. We had a telephone.
Rotary dial.
This how you
Rotary dial.
And call each other and make arrangements and plans to hang out with each other.
Now I feel yes, so my
Not be
bad.
under your picture
You
on
gotta text
Facebook.
me. You gotta text me.
But
Talk about
now,
Cuddy.
and I like the meme that I got the other day. If you want to put your life on social media and deal with the argument, I'm gonna need to talk to the other person on social media as well. You
Okay.
know,
I want both
think
views.
that I mean, there are so many platforms of social media. It's just too invasive.
Well, I feel like okay. So I feel like that's like
Okay.
social media has a good side to it. Like if you use it for good, like people connect with people on social media. This is a way for you to like build yourself. Some people feel comfortable on social media where they wouldn't feel comfortable anywhere else. I don't know.
But that's part of the problem too.
It has
Are you
pros and
hiding
cons.
behind your computer? Like that's another problem. You can't hide for society behind
I
your
mean,
computer.
social media has its pros and its cons.
It does.
It has
It
pros
does.
and cons.
Absolutely.
So I say that social media can be abused, like overly used, but I also feel like it's great, especially coming from an entrepreneur. It's a wonderful marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
when you take full advantage of it and do it the right way, it can be lucrative.
I
Like
have
people
not
are
used this in
becoming
a long time.
people are becoming successful from using
social media.
social
absolutely.
media in
People
ways
are
that we
building
used to have to.
$1 million brands.
If you wanted to go to Hollywood before, you had to do everything, and you had to be at the right audition in California.
Now look
But
at
now you can turn on your phone,
and
you
get
can go
discovered
live,
overnight.
yes, and you could just change your life can change overnight.
Now,
So
I had brought up something earlier when we was talking about the subjects we wanted to talk about. I feel like it's a lot of flexing going on social
Too
media,
much flexing.
and I feel like that is giving the wrong impression to impressionable minds. Exactly.
Underprivileged, not even underprivileged, but I feel like that
Impressionable
too.
minds.
I feel like you never really know because a lot of people be like struggling, and when you do like showboat or when because that like somebody made a status and they said people don't put their struggles on Facebook.
But
They
see-
always highlight their
Successes.
successes.
But see, I
And that's
disagree
true.
because I'm not one of them people. If
Yeah.
you follow my social media for a while, you know that I'm somebody that when I'm crying or in tears and I feel like I want to express this on social media. When I'm happy and life is glorious and marriage and love and all that, it's on social media. So I'm
Yeah.
very social in
I
general.
am too.
But I'm also social in real life.
Exactly.
As social as I am behind my computer, I'm at the same level of social when you meet me in public.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think
what
the
I don't
problem
like
is-
is
Yeah,
that
but
you
some people are not.
Exactly.
And some people are not, and I think
Exactly.
But then you
gotta
got
be a
people who
balance.
front
And they
You got
build
people
this
who
life
front, though,
behind the
facade.
camera.
A
Exactly.
facade.
And you have people thinking that you're in Beamer Benzes and Bentleys, and really you living in an apartment studio. Like, keep it 100
Driving
because
a
you got
Nissan.
young impressionable kids that's watching you,
Yep.
that's
Trying
doing
to manage
whatever, killing each other,
killing
and
themselves.
killing
Trying
themselves,
to be somebody that they're not.
that you're not even trying
Yeah.
to be somebody
I
that you're
think,
not even.
I think that's important too. That even goes back to like makeup and women like on Instagram and all
Yeah,
of
the
these
Instagram models
images
and,
of what beauty should be. And people really like I remember somebody saying like they tried to follow a tutorial of somebody that did a hair design. And it did not come out like that. And they forget that like when you behind social media, when you behind any type of social media platform, you have the right to delete and edit. And so you can make it look like
And
perfection.
Photoshop.
Yes, you can make crap look like perfection.
Or all the
And
mistakes
people be
that you
trying to
had
get
in
the
between,
perfection.
nobody
see
sees.
that.
So they
Exactly.
think that you did it right
Just
the first
like
time.
life.
And then
Just
they didn't
like
feel
life.
it.
That's good. They think you did it right on the first time, but
Right.
they ain't know you had to try it like
Right, and that's just
5,000
like
times.
hair. That relates back to life. You had to try again, but you're not showing that on social media.
Exactly.
You show it when it hit the
But I
success.
feel like
Exactly.
that
But
also,
people
that also
also
builds up bullying culture though.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Because when people like, if somebody is out there putting success, and then they see somebody out there who's like more open and they're putting out their struggles, the person who only puts out their success feels like they have now they got like
The upper hand.
the upper
Yeah.
hand to use that, whatever you going through against you. And some
Yeah.
people really use social media as an outlet because they feel like that's the only place they can get their voice heard.
Yeah.
Which is also a problem because like, why can't we all talk to each other when we're not online?
Yeah.
Like, why do I gotta talk to some of my friends only when they on Facebook
Yeah.
with the little green
But
dot in the middle? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand
I
that.
think that's a good thing too, but I also believe that it's character building.
Yeah.
Because if somebody else's successes are making you insecure,
Yeah.
then that's an internal problem as well.
Absolutely.
Like that could help
Yeah.
you to identify like, dang, why am I jealous of somebody else? Or it helps you to understand that other people struggle too, and you don't just struggle by yourself, and it helps you know that you can overcome. Like if
Somebody
that
said,
person is glistening and glamming, and then they share that story about how they fell down or how they struggle, and you like, dang, I see them looking beautiful all the time, and they have bad days, or they go through stuff, or this person suffered with
Everybody
this
is
illness,
human.
and you never know because they look so good. So I feel like like it's character building in it too. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, somebody said, somebody was like, people be like, oh, all my haters. And they was like, how come every time you have haters, it's always them hating on something that you're insecure about? You making somebody your hater.
That's
like,
true. They say that a lot.
You're putting your own insecurities on somebody else, and
Reflecting
then
on.
telling them that they're haters.
Yeah,
And they're not hating on you. You're hating on yourself, and you taking whatever they saying to heart. So, but don't say that your haters just use that to motivate you. Like you claim that your haters are motivators, so use those insecurities to motivate you to not have them.
Yeah, I see that all the time. But people reflect off certain energies, personal energies that they have, and then you identify.
And they bounce off other people.
They bounce
Yeah.
off. And
I like
then
to be relatable on
Yeah.
my social media.
Yeah.
You know,
Me too. I think that's a good thing. Like I think
I
that's-
like mine social media. My social media is just nothing but positivity.
Yeah,
a lot of
positivity, good
quotes.
vibes.
Yeah.
I think my joy in Instagram, YouTube is that I can be myself. I can be my creative self. I can be my happy self. I can be my struggling self. I can be my best glam self. Like I like that because it's mine. So I could do every piece of me. Especially I feel like when you are complex, it puts that puzzle together for you, and you can go back and you can look at the complexity. Like you can go back and say, dang, 2 days ago I was feeling like this. A month ago I was looking like this. What had me in this good place? How can I get back to how I was feeling a month ago? Especially if you're not in a good place. Like I feel like it helps you to go back and look and relate. Yeah, and recollect. Yeah. I like social media, but I don't like all this
I don't
stuff
like
that's
the
going on.
I don't like
With
the
people
drama.
hacking.
I like the drama, but I don't like some of the drama. Like some of the drama is too
hacking
much.
is just
Yeah,
all
hacking is
hacking.
Yeah, I feel like all the hacking and the breaching of confidentiality and then them getting all our personal information.
Yeah.
Like Facebook doing too much now. Like I was showing my auntie and TJ earlier, like how do they know that somebody died? They changed the whole little Facebook thing to say remembering somebody, and then they gotta go to such and such page and remember them in happiness and blah blah. Like that means that they're taking tragedy to a whole nother level.
Right, and that's,
like
and
they
that's
feel like
not
it's
their
a market.
business, right?
They feel like it's a market now.
Exactly,
Like-
and was permission given to share that person's passing, all over social media or
Yeah.
But you know what's
No.
weird, and I don't think a lot of people know this. Like some people do know this, but if you go into like your Facebook settings, there is a setting that you can put on your Facebook so that when you die, somebody has the right to take over your Facebook, and they let Facebook know that you have died.
Yeah.
And so
Who wants to
Facebook
put that
sends
together, though?
Facebook
Like-
sends your information to that person so that they can then sign on as you and like make your remembrance page or do whatever. Like people have that setting, so that's why some people have the remembering up there.
Yeah,
So
I've seen
somebody has
people
taken over their
continue to
Facebook.
use.
But what we
their-
saw today was different.
Yeah,
Like
it was Facebook
it was a,
specifically
yes,
with
and it
one of
popped
those
up
things that
with
you can hit
a
an X and
yes.
get rid of.
With a memorial
That lets you
prompt.
know that
Yeah.
Facebook did that directly.
It's the same. It's the same type of concept that's with the birthday thing. You know how they started doing send them a birthday card or
Right.
send them blah blah blah. It was that same type of
Yeah.
encrypting. Like send them blah blah blah. Like send a memorial, write a memorial on their wall like that. It was like I ain't never seen that before.
should not be media side. I don't know how I want to put this, but
If you as a family member choose to share that, that's different. But to
But
get
that's
rid of-
depressing
not
for
the-
me. It's
not
depressing
the
for me.
social media company though. That's just
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes
That's
that's depressing
morbid.
when people get on when you log on your Facebook and you just see rest in peace all down your timeline and love and memory. That make me depressed. That make me not even want to log on. And I'll just be like,
And coming from Chicago, we lose a lot of people.
yeah.
We
It's like
lose
every
a lot
other
of
day.
people,
Mhm.
and it don't hit home till it hit home.
and it hit home,
And it hit
especially
home.
when you go to high school.
It be knocking
Yeah.
at the front door.
And the way the city changed, like everybody live in the same communities now. Like people that you thought would never meet each other because the south side was the south side and the east side was the east side.
The
And
west
it was
is
like
the west, we'll
exactly.
do the west side.
And there was a few people that would, cohabitate and, travel around. But now, since they tore down the housing projects and they moved people in, like everybody know everybody. I think that make things different too.
They make things
Like they like, oh, you went to high school with ABCD, girl. I grew up with them. Boy, I hit that. Boy, you hit that too. Now, before you was conservative because you hit that boy on the east side. You hit that boy on the south side. Now you a
They don't
thought.
know each other because they live
Now you a thought
Now
because
they
they
all
live in the
live
same
They all
building.
live in the same building.
Now you a thought.
And you walk up to the doorstep and they right there. You be like, time to go home.
Okay, now you walk past him like,
What
what's
about
up?
you?
Look, you brush past him like, what's up? Again, I'm like, I remember him. Yeah, I know you remember him. What you mean?
Remember me?
That's my man's in there.
Oh, for real, you know, phone them?
Yeah, I grew up with. Look,
I grew up on them.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
Everything was
Also,
simpler when we was kids.
You want that?
Uh-huh.
Y'all see who the wine though is? Dang, 2 cups.
Don't judge my life. I got 5 on it.
Look, she a wine connoisseur. Knock it back.
Did you just lift the glass?
It was good.
Do it.
Y'all better get y'all ugly.
Can we get a fist pump? Do it.
I give y'all
Can I get a fist bump?
You look like Michael Jackson from the camera. Do it again.
This light got me looking real black.
Y'all. Rest in peace to Aretha Franklin.
We are real dark
Rest
skin.
in peace,
Yeah, rest in peace to Aretha Franklin.
One of the queens of soul.
We all look real dark, real chocolate. It's a lot of
Real
chocolate
chocolate,
in on this
okay.
thing. Y'all ain't ready.
Melted chocolate.
This is my family.
It's a lot of melted
We talking
chocolate.
about career.
Yeah, career like
Please put this Reese cup
how
in
we
the freezer.
can like
Oh,
careers and like how to
challenge
navigate and
the
challenge
community
the
and stuff.
standard.
that was one. So we was thinking of subjects to talk about while we did our mukbang, and one of them was ways that we can change community poverty. Like how can we, provide input or suggestions that we can give for basically ways to make money in times where we're living in impoverished communities, or we're surrounded by a certain
Or
level
what
of
other
poverty.
ways that people can go about getting education.
Right.
They don't just have.
That is not always traditional.
Yeah, like I know I know a lot of schools teach like college, 4-year university, but like that's not the only way.
No, it's not.
But that's a generational thing too, because when you grow up in certain generations, that's what you're taught. Especially, like I can speak for myself.
The white
I was born
the
in
American dream.
the American dream.
I was
Yeah.
told
I
that
was
too.
I just turned 30. So
But
I
back
was born in
teachers, that
1988.
life.
In the
My
90s,
teachers.
that's what I was taught. You go to school, you get that education. That's how
That's
you
what you
gonna
gonna
be
get
successful.
more money.
That's the only way you gonna be successful is if you go to school. But now we know that that's not true, and that's not always the case, and especially
And
with
it's
the increase
okay.
of social media.
And it's
With
okay.
the, people make whole careers never leaving their homes.
Yes.
We got 18-year-olds all over YouTube, millionaires.
That make me bitter, though.
millionaires.
Sure. Sometimes these little kids, all this money they got.
Yeah.
Listen.
I
And they
just
blowing it.
see. I don't really feel bitter. I more so hope that there's someone in their life providing guidance.
Do you think that, or do you be like,
No,
this young
No,
tell
I
the truth,
don't.
what you really be thinking?
I don't honestly
Bruh.
because most of the YouTubers that I watch are around my
Are
age
older,
range.
yeah.
Are
I
around
see a
my
lot
age
of
range.
And all of them around my
See,
age. so
all of
21,
them around
26,
your age.
25.
I don't really watch a lot of
I think
YouTubers that are
mine's
my
come-
cousin's ages, so I don't really see that young
Yeah.
money situation.
I
happen.
think my dissatisfaction come from the fact of how certain youth are upheld for the negative things they do and they make money from it. I think that's a big thing
Like
that you
both
see
gangs.
on YouTube. Like people want it, like when you're a YouTuber,
Like
and I think TJ can attest to this, when you're a
Okay.
YouTuber, it's like the audience want to see a certain thing. Like they want to see you dress a certain way. They want to see you dress a certain fashion. And people will be more likely to watch the same video 100 times than to try a new YouTube. So different stuff like that I think about, like, wow, the world is so, like, a lot of followers. Yeah, like, or they move off trends
Yeah.
a lot now. Well, we wasn't like that. It was a
Yeah.
lot of individuality.
Right.
Like, you could just be yourself and you do, but now everything is about a trend. I even feel like the way they act in the city is about a trend. When the weekend comes, that's when the crime rate fly high. And that's every weekend.
'Cause it's
like,
trending.
people- It's trending. Yeah, that's crazy.
And we want to put everything on live. And,
Yeah.
like you live at somebody's murder, bro. Like,
I think I don't know.
We went
I
back
think
to
when
the
it comes to
social media
careers,
sadness.
no, I think they all kind
Kinda,
of entwined.
yeah. I think I talked about this on my Facebook page. Like, It's a lot of money to be made for these young men and women in truck driving.
Mhm.
There is such a trucking
And
deficit
trades.
of truck driving, and I'm sorry, y'all. This is a mukbang.
It's a
so
mukbang.
I
so.
told them licking my fingers, get over your life. Sure. There's a lot of money to be made in truck driving for these young boys who get out of high school and don't know what to do with themselves.
Trade.
Don't trade. Like,
My friends.
the driver deficit, the logistics driver deficit is so high that there is so much money to be made. All you gain, and you don't have to go to school for over a year. These trucking programs is 3 to 6 months,
Yep,
and then
your
you
CDL
drive for a
license.
year, paid, and you can go independent contractor. You can be 20 years old, 21 years old,
With a truck
owning your own truck, making moving freight all across the world, seeing the world on somebody else's dime. Like we gotta show these young kids that there's
That-
other ways
yep.
besides car cracking
Robbing
and killing each
and
other
killing.
to
And I
make
wish,
money.
and I wish what people would understand if our people would get the
self-drugs.
concept of the stuff that's happening to us. It was created to happen just the way that it is. So if we realize that all of these systems was put into place to keep us right in poverty. So us killing each other and the lack of resources and all that, that's the way that it's created.
It's
And we're
full of prison
feeding,
pipeline.
we're
All
feeding
that
into the
treatment.
system that was created. Like I feel like when I thought about that, like this a system, this a game. Instantly I thought I don't want to play it. You know what I mean? When you realize that something is intentional, that I feel like if I was thugging on the street and I was like, wait, these people created this game for me to be a killer or for me to be in poverty or for my family not to have nothing. I don't want to learn a new game. Like I'm not about to play that game because
but it's a
Or I'm
trend.
gonna play
But
your
it's the
game about
trend
my
to-
rules.
Right. But
I'm
it's
gonna
the
play
trend to
by
hop
my
on
rules.
I don't
the
even wanna play the
bandwagon with the quickest hustle.
Yeah.
You know. But I'm telling you that one
Fast money get lost fast too.
Yeah, the faster way you get it is how you gonna
right,
lose it.
exactly. Especially
That's true.
if it ain't legit.
Yeah.
If you get it
Oh,
fast,
no,
And
I
there's
was
legitimate ways. I was telling
It
my little
is.
brother, because he was like, I feel like sometimes we have to like swallow our pride and be humble because a lot of times young men need to think, and we think of it as bagging, or I'm telling my business or something like that. But I feel like if a person really wanted to change, and this is what I'm saying to somebody that could be watching, a young man, if you out there and you thinking this is all that I got, I can't find no other way, I need money and I need to hustle, I challenge you to go into a business and ask to speak to the hiring manager. And tell that hiring manager where you came from and tell them that you don't want to go back and see how they react to you. I feel like I told my little brother that like when you go to a company and it's a temp agency and they saying that they can only keep you for 10 weeks and you pull that temp manager to the side and you've been doing your good job and you tell them, look, it's a lot going on out in them streets and I don't want to be out there. Can you connect me to somebody that could connect me to somebody else? Do you know some resources? How can I climb this ladder? How can I become permanent? You have to speak up
But
for
we-
yourself because it's your life.
But it's so much
Like,
pride.
pride,
And
that's the
that
biggest
people
thing.
will rather rob and kill each
But
other.
Right.
come before every fall.
Before failure,
Right.
that's it.
And so before you even get to the fall, just
Just
be
speak
humble
out.
and lower
Yes,
the,
just
lower the
ask
pride.
somebody.
Cause like if you don't lower your pride, you will never know. Like
Yeah.
you won't even have to fall. You can literally just elevate yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Not just speak.
and I
or
want
network.
those people who have to fall a couple times first, but I'm just saying like
And
you
we all
all
had
need
to
to be
fall.
there.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Like
Y'all
when you
need-
there, it's a dark place,
It
man.
is.
If you would have just like, and I know that like looking back, like if I would
Ask
have just
for
been
help,
like,
or-
man, let me just go ahead and be humble and ask for help.
Mhm.
Let me stop thinking I can do this by myself because I
Exactly.
really can't.
Being
Like if I
prideful.
would have been, if I wasn't prideful, then I wouldn't have even been there.
I think that's
But
another
sometimes
thing.
you
Why
gotta fall.
do we
You
feel
have to
like?
sometimes.
I feel like why, as a community of African Americans, do we feel like we can do everything by ourselves?
Because
that's the mentality
this
that
is
we
why-
have.
this is
Now,
why
we
we
gotta
so
struggle
used to
along.
having
to do everything
We
by
so used to
ourselves.
having to, as a people, having to rely on our own self. But there was a certain time where there was fine, where we were spending the black dollar in the black community, where we were helping each other, where each one teaching one. You know what I'm saying? There
Where
was a
being
time
independent
that-
was better for us.
Exactly, and there was a time where
And we
you know
was
we
working.
knew that we all needed each other, and so we worked together. But now it's like every man for themselves,
Yeah.
you know. And so that whole
But it
pride
became every
is
man
lost.
for themselves when
I think
when
that's-
people started to make it, when people started to put pressure and started to demean the working together thing, and people started to break that
Abuse
down
the
and
family.
tearing it
Really.
down. Yes, and like, well, it really
And abuse the
after the Black
situation.
Panther
Yeah,
Party,
that's
after they
it.
did what they did to the Black Panther Party, and they did it. Like, the Black Panther Party was helping a lot of black neighborhoods, and after they did what they did to the Black Panther Party, people was like, screw this. Like,
Yeah.
that
They
was
gave
that
up
was
on
the
each other.
foundation in the 70s, and then
Yeah.
we giving up on each other because we don't got nobody to look up to do what, you know, they was
Yeah,
looking
that
for the
really
Black
a good
Panthers.
thing, yeah.
And then when they just, you know, snatched them away, who we gonna look up to? Now we gotta fend for ourselves.
Yeah, that brings two things to my mind. It's funny that you say that because that thing of giving up on each other. I feel like there was a place when mama and grandma didn't give up on the kids. You know what I mean? Like it was a place where you beat your kids, you received your kids, you know, you went through the struggle with your kids. I think that's something that our family got. Like you could struggle and then we say, I don't want to see you, but you always know you got a place where you can call home. By living in Boston, now y'all want to see independence, every man for themselves. You don't see families and households of 5 in Boston. You don't see that because the family is so broken. Everybody is by themselves. They off to get that coin, and if you're not about that coin, you don't exist, and they'll trample over you.
And in
I
Chicago,
feel like in
you know,
Chicago,
people
we
are-
got a
even
certain
though
amount of
people
unity.
in Chicago are like out to get their coin and stuff,
We still got
Chicago is
unity.
really weird in that like people really stay with their family though.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I feel
your
like there's a
family is
certain
like your
level of
first-
corruption in Chicago within its people as well as within its politics.
But Boston
And-
too.
They
and
Chicago
Oh,
politics
and
are
politics,
yeah,
period,
are
and
corrupt.
just its judicial system as a whole, but it's
Yeah.
and its people are a reflection of that as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Our people.
We
but
are-
the funny
we are
thing is
When
that
I say its people, I mean Chicago. The
Yeah.
people who live in
Chicagoans.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Black, white don't matter. All
I
of
feel-
us are feeling it.
you think so?
I feel
I feel
this is
like
what
that's
I
why
think.
it's us being
I want to
a
know.
reflection.
Do you feel like all races are feeling
This
it?
is what
or
I
do you
think.
feel
I
like-
feel like
races
all of
are
us
feeling
are
it
feeling
differently.
it, but we're all feeling it different.
Yeah.
So like,
We
white,
all feel it
You
differently,
feel it?
but the unfortunate thing is
we feel it.
we ostracized.
our right and what we go through and what we're the ones that are plastered on people.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because I
Which
can
make it
guarantee you
worse.
this happens in Polish communities, in Asian communities, in Italian communities, but it doesn't get plastered on the news screen because
It ain't.
we are the people that they
They
want,
want
to
to
continue to try to oppress.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
Because we
That's
are
just
the
the way
only
it is.
people who America cannot send back. Like if when America be like, we don't want these people in there, they just send immigrants back to their country. They
Yeah.
can't deport us
Yeah.
because
We
we are
citizens.
We citizens. They made us citizens. So what are you gonna do with the 4 million black
Yeah.
people? You can't take.
I
you
want to
can't
say
take
that
back
too.
home.
Like people
And
need
if
to
they
turn
send
off
us
the
back, we're taking every damn thing that
we
invented.
created.
I take the
Exactly.
light bulbs,
You
the
say, I want
refrigerator,
my
cloud lights. I want my
my
air
conditioner.
Wait,
Give me my
I'm
hot
not
cold and my
talking about-
burn.
Oh, my
I'm
bad.
not talking about just the creations, inventions that we know. We're talking about the
Our thoughts,
inventions
our
that
ideas.
we had the ideas and the thoughts for,
Uh-huh.
but because
Like the
we
Moors.
black,
I want my tub and my
But we
shower.
had the
head.
money to
took our-
fund it.
took our patent,
You
black
see that?
utilized it
Yeah.
and made.
That's
You
right.
see, and that's so funny.
Somebody
Yes,
out there tell me
absolutely.
if you really believe Eli Whitney created the damn cotton gin.
Okay.
Somebody.
Because what does Eli Whitney what does Eli Whitney have to gain from creating the cotton gin? He was a slave owner. Why would you create a machine that gets
That
rid of
makes
your
slaves
property?
have an
If
easier
you go
job.
back
The
into
slaves
archives,
made
you
that.
can see that there
Nigga,
are a
yeah,
lot
I'm
of
not gonna
patents
work
out
for you.
there
But
that were
listen, man, turn it up.
from black and African American people that were taken over by the white man.
Mhm.
And it's just a truth. This isn't me pulling a race card or
No.
anything. The unfortunate thing is there are too many people out here who don't know your history.
Yeah.
At all.
And you need to know your history in
Mhm.
order to know where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Where
in
you
order
at?
to be able to hold a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who are
this
the
is for the
Moors?
young
Start
people.
there.
But I feel like a lot of, especially I'm
And
sorry,
some
but
older
this new
people.
generation don't care about that. They don't
I
care
feel
about
like
what came before
wait,
them.
I
It's
feel
a
like
lot
it's
of
not. I
disrespect
feel like
to
it's
the
not all
past.
of us.
But
No,
the
it's not.
unfortunate thing is,
I feel like
this
it's
new
a lot of us,
I
but we're
agree.
not the ones that allowed it.
I agree. Wait,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
wait. But I agree with TJ, and I understand what you're saying. The unfortunate thing is, if we were not here, what is this generation going to do? If they don't want to listen,
Mm-hmm. And learn.
they don't want to learn,
They gonna
They
do
don't wanna
exactly
pay
what they
attention.
doing now.
and their future is going to be very bleak
Mm-hmm.
because they need to understand that they are our future.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't excited
And
about my
reason-
future putting it in their hands right now. I'm gonna say that honestly.
I'm gonna say that
I'm
honestly.
part of that
I'm not-
generation.
Yo, but that's
My
still
pension,
you was raised.
my livelihood,
with that
my
moral and those
TSP, the
ethics.
laws of the future
Yes.
in
This
this
generation.
generation's
It's
hands.
unfortunate. Like it's scary.
If they
to
don't
think about.
care,
Yeah.
I mean, really,
Yeah. It's a responsibility.
parents, stop being your damn kids' friends.
Yes. Put that
Hold
boundary.
their asses
And
accountable
they need it.
for their actions.
You will be a
Step
better
up to the
parent
plate.
for it later. You're
Exactly.
and
They
regardless
ask
of
you
that,
now,
exactly.
but love you
But you
later.
will be a better because there's been plenty of times that I didn't curse my mama out
Yes.
behind closed doors for something she didn't make
And
me
now
do
we
or
saying
said.
thank
But
you.
now I look back on it and be like,
Thank you.
if she didn't
I'm
tell me to do
stronger.
this or put me in this, situation or force me not to go into certain situations, I'll be just like some of my peers that
Yeah.
I see going through certain situations firsthand.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
time for
not
our
right.
communities to take
Well,
our
if you
To
Sometimes
take
you
up
gotta-
too, I feel like
Yeah.
one thing that
You
I
know,
always
we want to
try to do.
bitch and we want to protest and we want to complain
Yes.
with
What
the
happens
police
after we vote?
act
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying.
But
Get in
when Ray
position.
Ray shoot the neighbor, don't nobody want to say nothing.
Mhm.
But
But
they
there's
want
a
to
lot-
get pissed off
Yeah.
if the police shoot Ray Ray.
But there's a lack of protection for saying something.
And
We
trust.
talked about this
We talked
yesterday.
about
There's
that
a lack
last
of trust in the system.
That's true.
We cannot trust the system. That's why as
I
a
gotta
community,
protect myself
they don't exactly.
from
My
Ray Ray.
family-
I gotta
I gotta
protect
protect
myself
myself from the
the
police.
person who's supposed to protect me.
Exactly.
And then I have to protect myself
From
if
the
I
police.
decide to stand up
Right.
Against
voice
either one
myself.
of them.
Because
Exactly.
those who are supposed to protect me
Are gonna turn
are
against
protecting me.
even the
Are turning
police
against me.
because you
Because
can
either
go
they
in.
afraid or they crooked.
But even exactly, and you can go in there being the good person, the good Samaritan. They'll frame you.
And I
turn
saw this
around.
I saw this
Yep.
comic. Me and my husband, we love stand-up comics.
Oh,
And I
snap, yeah.
heard this stand-up comic say something that it was so true. He said, I want to make sure I say this right. Go ahead.
If you're not at the
I can't,
table,
I'm trying to
you
think.
on the menu.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Get at the
That's
table,
it.
have a say.
Omarosa said that.
If you do,
Just saying.
Omarosa said that now. You know she crazy.
But Omarosa said if
I
you
think
ain't
that's
at the
right.
table,
If
you
you
on the menu.
are not, if you don't have a seat at the table, then that means you on the
On the
menu.
menu. And that's big because like people a lot of times I get a little bit upset when I see people just marching. But it's seats in the White House. It's seats in corporate places that ain't filled with our people. Like, we don't have representations in a lot of places. We underrepresented. So we need to get into those places where we can influence policy and where we can influence bills and stuff like that.
Amen.
Like, we need to get into those places and not just be marching. We need to be writing and reading and sitting at those tables to make those
If
decisions.
you want to make change, you need to be
Be a
in
part
the
of
position
it. Yes,
to make the
that's
change.
it.
So don't say, "Oh, I want better police," but you don't want to be one of those people to
Right.
make it.
That
make
was
better
what I was
police.
trying to think. That's what I was remembering to say. This
You
what we're
can
saying.
be a better police.
Right, but
That's
we're
it.
not saying that all police are bad before everybody jump in my statuses and in my comments saying, oh, there's just more black people complaining that the police is bad. No, there are some good cops
There
out
are
there.
some
And
great
why
cops.
is it always that when it's a black man getting his ass whooped, all the bad cops is around? Where's that one good cop that's gonna pull that police officer off of that man?
in our black community, afraid
Exactly.
to stand up. That's what
Exactly.
he is. In our black community.
You know,
Shouting
that's
and
not
press.
saying
But we have
that
to
all
learn to break
police are
free.
bad. But where are the good police when bad stuff are happening? Where are they?
Out of uniform, because now the people
Or
in the street,
sitting in the
we
good
got our
communities,
own police
or
officers.
sitting in the good communities in squad cars,
Sleep.
patrolling.
sleep.
Like that police.
Like that picture they just showed.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, we have gotten so numb to violence in the
Yes.
street. This is not normal.
No,
And
it's
so
not.
we need to
Chicago
understand
is
that
an
we
interesting
can't
case.
accept
though.
this as normal, but if we want to hold our law enforcement accountable, I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
But we must also hold each other accountable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And stand
Because
together.
that's where it starts.
Absolutely.
Because if we're holding law enforcement accountable, but not holding ourselves
Hold your
accountable,
kids accountable.
and holding your children
Yep.
accountable, and holding yourself accountable
Yep.
for what you're doing to
And
your
how
kids
you're raising
and
your
kids.
children.
Yes.
We
Exactly.
should not be allowing the streets
To
to
raise,
raise our
kids.
children.
It take a village
And
to really do.
I know that TJ, you're gonna get your timeline flooded, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But when it knocks on your door
Hey, my
and it's
uncle.
at your step,
Yep.
then your mindset will be changed.
Right.
But we need to get in a habit of trying to be
A part of the change.
proactive
Before it ends up on our
before
doorstep.
it gets to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before it
The
even knocks to
system
your
is the
door.
way it is. Politicians are the way that they are. Law enforcement is the way that it is because they have a master plan. And the unfortunate thing is these young people out here are playing into their plan.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need
They playing the chess and we the
to
pieces.
kill us off because we're doing it to ourselves.
Yep.
And the unfortunate thing is our young people are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have anything else to do. And yes, you know, politicians and lawmakers have taken funding and they're funneling it
To their
other
personal
places,
lives.
into their personal lives.
So they can look
and
good on their social
therefore the
media.
kids out here don't
They
have
worse than
anything
these
to
kids,
do.
And I
these
feel like, too,
politicians.
But we still need to come up with a game
Yep.
plan because we
Yeah.
can make it better than
Yeah,
it
we
is.
can.
Yeah,
And I
it
feel
is.
like
It's
these
got
kids, a lot of these
Because if we can
kids,
get together and protest, we can get together and come up
And
with a
do some
game
stuff.
plan to
Yep.
make stuff better
A
than
blueprint.
the way it is.
and I feel like a lot of these kids feel helpless. They feel like the generations before them left them behind. I feel like that, but I just always say, get you a mentor. Get you somebody that you look at every day and they inspire you, and go sit down and have lunch with them. Go talk to them. Go,
Go
reach
talk
out
to
to
them,
somebody.
reach out to them, shoot them
If
a
you-
text message. Just
If you
converse
ain't getting
with
it in
them.
your house,
Right.
find it somewhere because
Right.
it's out there. But you have to want to go the extra
You
mile
have
to
to
save
want
your
to go
life.
the extra,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
to want to
To
go
save
the
your
extra
own
mile to
life.
save your life.
Yep.
You have to love yourself and
Yes.
respect yourself enough to be able to stand up
Mhm.
and be strong against your friends
Yes.
whispering in your ear.
Oh, that's
Right.
true.
Your friends making you feel bad because
You want to be
dude, why you
different.
going over there? Why you trying to? You think you better than us?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that I'm better than you. I don't think that I'm better than anybody, and I've said it forever. I don't think that I am better than anybody,
Exactly.
but I am better than situations
Yeah,
that are out
exactly.
there.
And
Absolutely.
then
I am better to
Than
myself than to put myself
In those
certain
situations.
situations.
And you tell that same person that say that, I invite you to come with me.
Right.
There you go.
It's one
That's
for both
it.
of us.
You can come too.
It's
That's when you know
at
it's
the table
real.
for us
Yeah,
all.
But that's
I'ma
the
introduce
issue.
you
People don't
to
wanna
my
sit at
mentor.
the
Right,
table.
exactly.
But y'all be
But you
wondering
do
why
that.
you're the only person.
But that's
at
the
your
people
table.
with that crab mentality.
Uh-huh.
But people with an elevated mind, they gonna be
Right.
like, yo, Joe, I wanna go with you. Who is that person that's teaching you that?
Right.
Where you learn that from? I wanna go too.
And you also
That's the
gotta be
open
open
spirit.
to listen
And
to.
learn.
You
Yes.
can't reach out to a mentor
To a
or want somebody
hard-head.
to talk to you, and you feel like you can't take constructive criticism. Like nobody can tell you that you're wrong, or nobody can tell you an alternative method of doing something.
Yeah.
You have to be open to listening and
Constructive
receiving
feedback.
You know, because nobody is gonna continue to invest their time and their hard-earned,
To
what
a wall.
they've learned to a wall. Exactly. And thinking that I'm trying to save you. I can't save you if you don't want to be saved. You can't save nobody that don't want to
You
be
can
saved.
take the horse to the water,
But you can't make them drink
it. That's it.
Exactly.
And you have to stay committed to it. Don't just
That's
go one
Exactly.
time and
Yes.
Yeah.
it don't start
Commitment.
off going the way you think it's supposed
Yes.
to
Right.
instantly
And
be.
then you stop
Then
going.
you stop
Commitment is a
Right.
big thing
Because it's going to be that one time that you did not go.
that you
Right.
missed.
That was
Yeah.
that time that you were supposed to go.
Mhm.
Exactly. And speaking from personal, people at my door is always open. My Instagram, my Snapchat, my social
Mine
media,
too.
my messenger, my cell phone, for people who got my number, is always open to talk to me about whatever. People do it all the time.
Me too.
But it's people who I feel like it's gonna receive what I have to say because they come back. And that's something that I don't mind, or people who I don't mind investing my time and my attention and my advice into, because I see it play out in their lives that they've listened to something that I said.
Mhm.
But
And it's people that
and
watch and feel too.
Exactly.
That's scared how I'm gonna approach her, or how people have open doors. Like people can be looking one way. If you need to get what you need to get, you don't need to care how a person look on social
Exactly.
media.
Exactly.
You don't need to care about they bling bling. You don't care about none of that. If you see that person and you feel something telling you, ask them how they did that. swallow that pride, be humble, and go talk to them, because they could feed you just as well as you can feed them. Because you never know what the person that look like they got it all is going through.
And even if they don't
Exactly.
receive you, how you feel like, but you've opened yourself up and you've let it be known that it's help that you want to receive.
And that
it's
blessing
gonna be
gonna come another way.
exactly. It may not be from that person you reached out to,
It'll
but I
manifest.
guarantee you somebody gonna cross your timeline, cross your path, whatever
Because
in
you
life.
opened your spirit up.
Exactly, to receiving that advice and to receiving that you want to be better and that you want to do better.
Yeah, I think it's one thing, like people be talking about, what is it called? The law of attraction. And I never really believed in the law of attraction, but I do believe that when you open up your spirit to certain things and when you move your life in certain ways, you align with certain opportunities better than when you closed off or when you just don't put yourself out there to align with those opportunities. So I feel like if it's something that you want, you can go get it. If you do something every single day and you feel like it's contaminating your future, do something different one time and it'll change your whole life. You know what I mean? You could start a big change. You just got to take one step. Because that's how it was for me. Like, if I see something negative or I got a negative behavior and I see it and I respond differently one time, you going to feel like, ooh, that feel nice. Or, ooh, I want to go back again. And you have to be consistent with it to get those results.
And don't be scared to be open to do something new.
Yeah.
Like, if it's something that
It's
you
just
feel
a
like,
better way
I
to
never
do it.
do
Open
it,
yourself
I
up
never
to
do
look
it,
at
I
it.
never do
If
it.
you got to cry your way through it.
Right.
What?
Exactly.
If you gotta drag yourself to it and cry your way through it, do it. And just dry your tears when it's done. Because you're gonna be like, I'm glad I did
you'll be
that.
a better person
Yeah,
for it.
you will. It's time like me. I suffer with panic attacks on the train. If I sat in the house every single day and didn't ride the train, I would never face my fear. So when I get on that train, I sit with my legs like this, and there's days that I cried on my way to work. But when I got to my desk, I was like, look at the Lord, I did it. And it's empowering. It don't just empower you for that one situation. It empower you in every other situation in your life.
Because you feel like if you can do that,
you can do anything.
Yeah.
And it teach you lifelong lessons. So go through that. If you gotta cry your way through it, if you gotta sit next to somebody else to help you be calm, if you need earplugs or you need headphones, go through it. And the more you do it, the more you'll blossom or you will grow. I'm telling you.
You can cure your own anxiety.
Exactly. And you have to want to be active in doing it. You have to want to.
well, we have definitely exceeded our mukbang and turned this into a full conversation. But we hope that you enjoyed it and that anything that we've said has, enlightened or just been received, if anything. Nothing that has been said in this conversation has meant to be hurtful or meant to be received in any negative fashion. I know how social media can be. I know how YouTube can be. And so before you want to leave something negative or you want to say something negative, listen to the entire message. Listen to the entire message before you voice your opinion. But we're more than welcome and open to receiving.
Bye, guys.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Follow me at The Real Amazing Grace. Instagram at The Real Amazing Grace.
Follow me.
Our DMs and our messages are always open for anyone that has questions or just want to talk.
I am Dr. Coco on Instagram. That is at DRKOKO_KURVES on Instagram. And my messenger, like I said, is always open.
Oh, I'm gonna shout on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let me see. My Instagram.
She don't even know her own Instagram.
I don't. My Instagram is Yaya the Queen, and that is YAYADAQUXXN. My Instagram is always open.
That's nice.
Yeah, thank you, because I am the queen.
I rarely get on Facebook and social media, so
Yeah.
Just catch up when we bring
All
her
the
catch
through.
up
best
with
to
us,
y'all.
Yeah.
We'll bring her through some more, y'all.
Yeah.
Let us know if y'all want to see Auntie on here more often, and we'll be back.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh, yo, that was something.
That was nice.
That was a deep.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
I don't know how to finish it. Okay. Finish.